Hello everyone, welcome to the explanations. In last video we covered ER diagram, ER model, and in today's video we will start with relational model in DBMS. Okay, so in ER model we represented the data in the form of entity and relationship. Here we'll represent the data in the form of relational or relation form. So what is a relation? Relation is nothing but table. So we'll be representing our data in the form of table, that is in the form of rows and column. So basically a table is also called relation. So let me discuss some of the definition, and after that we'll talk in detail. First definition is regarding the relational model. So what is a relational model? What is a relational model? Okay, so a relational model in DBMS is an approach to logically represent and manage the data by storing it in form of table. Okay, so representation of data in the form of table is known as relational model. Talking about RDBMS, that is relational database management system. It is a type of DBMS designed specifically to work with relational database. Okay, so this is the definition of RDBMS. Okay, so here let me talk about some topics. So here we can say that the database that structures the data in table. So we basically in relation we have a table, and inside table we have got rows and column. Okay, and various tables they are linked by a relationship in the form of key. Okay, so I'll talk about this in detail. So basically this is the form of a relational database, and it was devised or it was published by EF Code in 1972. Okay, so just remember the name of the scientist. It is EF Code. Sometimes we also call it as EF model, EF Code model. Okay, so all the modern databases like SQL, like MS SQL Server, okay, IBM DB2, every Oracle, every database, latest database, they use this RDBMS, or they are based on the form of RDBMS. Okay, so talking about the structure of RDBMS, we have got some terms or some important methodology. So first one is table. Table is also known as relation. Okay, either you tell table or you tell relation, it's the same thing. So what is a table? So data is organized in two-dimensional table, which is also called a relation. Okay, so let's talk about some of the properties of this table. Talking about the properties of table. What are the properties of tables? First properties is each table, or we can say relation, is identified by unique name. Number 2, a table does not contain duplicate tuple. Okay, so what is a tuple? Basically it is the row. It cannot contain a duplicate row in a table. Third one is a tuple within table have no particular order. It means that it should not follow any particular order. It can be in any order, we can say. And fourth number is all attribute in a table are atomic. Okay, it means that we cannot break the value further, it should be atomic. So this is basically properties of a table or a relation. Next, let's talk about the next important term, which is rows. Okay, and rows are also called tuples. Okay, so table consists of rows and columns. So rows is called tuple and column is called attributes. Okay, so let's talk about some of the properties of rows. So no two tuples have identical entries in all field. Okay, they cannot have same entries, we can say, and the order of tuple is irrelevant. Okay, so it doesn't matter in which order we're putting the tuple. Okay, so next one is column. Column is also known as attributes. Okay, so these are nothing but the characteristics, we can say, characteristics or records of any table, we can say. So here, what are the properties of column? So first properties is each attribute in a relation. So if I say relation, it's also called table. So each attribute in a table must have a name. Second important property is attributes can have null value. If some value is not there, we can represent it by null value. Okay, also default value can be assigned. If there is no value present here, we can assign a default value. And any attribute which is unique and not null, it is known as key. Okay, so practically what is it? Let's see now. So suppose there is a table known as a student. Okay, so here the columns can be student ID, student name, student role, and the value can be ID 1, 2, 3. Student name can be A, B, C. Roll number can be 20, 30, 40. So student, it is the table name. Okay, this is the column name. This is known as the tuple or row. Okay, and these are the attributes or column, we can say, or column. Okay, so this is a column name. Here any attribute can be null value. For example, if someone's roll number, let's not say roll number, if phone number was there, so if any student doesn't have phone number, it can be null, or it can be any default value, we can say. Similarly, this any attribute which is unique and not null, so it can be called as the key. Okay, the name of each column or name of each attributes or column, we can say, it should be unique, or there should be a name, we can say, and no two rows can be like duplicate value. Okay, so can you relate this with the entity diagram? So in entity diagram, what was it? This was called the entity, yes, student, and it has, sorry, this rectangle, it is a student, and the attributes are ID, its name, and its roll number. Do you remember? Yes, the same thing is represented in the form of table. Okay, so that's all about the basic of this RDBMS theory portion. So next I'll be discussing about the different terms like what is constraints and what is relationship, and after that we'll discuss about the keys. Okay, till then stay safe and thank you.